Well, good afternoon. December 4th, Buzz's Retirement Garage. 45 degrees here in Cleveland, suburb of Cleveland. Buzz's Retirement Garage. What'd I do today? Bought a new Shimano reel. Cheap $25 reel. 2500 FG, to be exact. And some Berkley Tri-Line XL smooth casting monofilament. And I put that on my father-in-law's homemade rod, 6-foot rod I think it is. And I spooled it up and I'm ready to do some steelhead fishing. So one thing in retirement, 11 weeks into retirement I am now, 11 weeks. Man, the time has flown fast. Yeah, knock an eye off of that, huh? No, we're not doing that. We're going to set this over here for right now. Next to my broom. There we go. 11 weeks into retirement and it's gone by like it's 2 days. It's amazing. But anyway, one of the things that I watch videos of some of the people who have retired, and I mentioned a few in my last couple videos, was Sarasota Tim. I think he's a character. There's Dwayne, $500,000 Dwayne. I don't know his exact YouTube channel. I'm not sure. I should get that. Give him due credit. But he's got 500,000, and he tells us monthly where he stands against this 500,000. I've got a lot less, trust me, a lot less. But you know, between Sarasota Tim, who doesn't have a lot, he's a minimalist. He lives in a little camper trailer, and he's as happy as a clam. Between him and $500,000 Dwayne. And also, man, I'm just breaking this bucket left and right. My big 13-inch shoes. Between those two guys and another guy I like to watch, Steve's Retirement Corner. He's sounds like down south somewhere. Between those three, I like what they say. And yes, you can get. There's a guy named, you know, if you want to get into finances and you want to get into all the, how much you should have and what you should do and worry about this and worry about that, there's a whole other bunch of people out there that'll give you all that information. Holy Schmidt is a guy, I think he's a little dry, but he's very informative. There's just, his name's Azul. He's pretty good too. But when you watch them, one thing I learned, is in retirement, is obviously a couple things. One, you got to have some hobbies. You should have some hobbies. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do. You're going to do you. Of course you are. And I'm going to do me. But you know, at the end of the day, you want to cut expenses. If you're going to retire, you shouldn't have any debt. You want to try to cut your expenses down so that whatever income you have, whether it be just Social Security, whether it be some IRAs, whether it be some 401ks, whether it be some IRAs, I said that, but some other funds, whether you're selling stuff on eBay, whether you're doing Facebook Marketplace, whether you're doing OnlyFans, whatever. You need to cut your expenses, because your expenses should be less than your income or savings, right? Something like that. But anyway, if you want to watch those guys, they can give you a lot of information. These three guys I told you about are just fun guys. They're fun guys. They're guys that just tell you what their day-to-day life is and what they're doing and how things are going and what to look out for. And I just really like them. I like watching their videos. Sit down at night and click one up, and they're on all the time. And they're very upfront. They don't pull no punches. All three of them are just they're people I like to watch. Well, enough of that. So anyway, hobbies. One of the things that all three of them stress is you should have a hobby, or two, or three. Something to keep your mind occupied, something to keep your body occupied if you can. Exercise is one thing that I think doesn't get talked about enough. And in my 11 weeks, you know how much exercise I've done? Not much. Um, I've done some walking. I started walking again. I do about a quarter mile. It's about half mile actually. Um, I used to have a dog. 2 years ago, the dog passed after 13 years. So I haven't got another one yet, but I used to walk that dog 3, 4 times a week in the dark, in the snow, and even in the rain. That dog loved it. He'd be out there. He wanted to walk as soon as I got home from work. He'd wanted to walk, and we went. Well, since he passed, I have no reason to go walk a half mile, right? So I'm back into that. Even though it's come winter time here in Cleveland, Ohio, I'm not afraid of the snow. I'm not afraid of the cold. Is it something I want to do? No, but I think I got to get back into at least 3 to 4 times a week, doing a half mile or more if I can, safely, of course. Wintertime, that could present some issues with ice and that. And being 64, almost 64 in January, you don't want to go screwing around somewhere where you're going to fall down and break a leg or something and get stuck. Well, that's a good thing for cell phones, right? As long as your cell phone doesn't break, at least you can call for some help. But hobbies are important. Health is important. So, I just did this Shimano, right? Got this Shimano reel, $25. I'm going to go fishing in the Rocky River for steelhead trout. Some nice steelhead trout. They're running now in the fall and during the winter and spring. I think they're in the river a lot, except for the summertime, and they head out to the lake and head to the deep water where it's cool. So anyway, my tale for today, December 4th, 2023. Exercise. Hobbies. The other hobby I have is metal detecting, and we're going to get into that tomorrow. I want to show you a little bit about that, what I do. So anyway, Buzz's Retirement Garage, we're going to see you tomorrow.